Live.
Go
Do I need to mute everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're speaking, please unmute, and you're live on YouTube.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the new course spotlight on the Great Discovery. Tim Taylor here, co-CEO. Sandra Harry, the other co-CEO. One of us is cooler than the other. I'll leave it to which one it actually is by vote of hands, and you don't show your hands because no one should know. So listen, guys, what we do on these new course spotlights, it is a place where you as a creator could get your content out to be seen. The only thing more, unproductive than a secret creator is basically an ostrich with its head in the sand. You're not protected. No one's going to find your content, and make sure you get it out there. And the new course spotlight is a great way to do that. So in tonight's session, we've got Sandra Harry, our co-founder and co-CEO of the Great Discovery. This is my cat Blossom, who decided to come up. She wants to be famous as well. And so Sandra is one of the top 26 executive master black belts in the world in Six Sigma. Her brainchild was really, along with Dr. Kathy Lawson, to bring together this Great Discovery course, the fourth generation of Six Sigma for everyone, for kids, for teens, for adults, just without the math and statistics. So it's not just analysts and engineers, but for regular people. And it's about performance on steroids. It's about accomplishing the things that you set out to. It is the transformative force that literally turned around the world economy in the 80s. If you guys remember, there was a lot of wallowing here in North America. And my cat also agrees with me too. And so with that, I'm going to turn it over to Sandra and get out of the way and get this cat off my shoulder.
Well, thank you, Tim, very much. And hello, everyone. It's great to see everyone. Thank you for being here. So as Tim said, you guys have all, you know what the Great Discovery is, you know what the platform is. And I think some of you have heard the story of the Great Discovery. And there's another piece out there that we have shared with you, but we haven't pushed it up real heavy yet. And we do have it on the platform now. I'm going to share my screen. So we have taken the Great Discovery novel. If I can share, guys, can you make me a co-host, please? The Great Discovery novel that Dr. Kathy Lawson and Dr. Michael Harry wrote is something that we have shared on for you guys to see on the, hang on, guys, I only have one screen tonight, so I'm going to do my best to be able to show this to you. Get this stuff out of the way. It's a little tough. Hold on. Here we go. So you guys are all familiar with the Great Discovery course, the Great Discovery International. We've talked about that a lot. A lot of you have taken the course. All of you that are creators have that course in your My Learning, in your courses. And we've been encouraging you to take it. We've also brought out the novel, which is your Breakthrough to a World-Class Life, a discovery novel, and you've seen it in PDF. What we've done now is we've loaded it as a free course onto the platform, and we've added the audio tracks to it. Now I'm going to go ahead and open that up in a minute, but I want to talk about that novel and what it can be used for and how powerful it is. The novel is the story, okay? It is an actual story of people who meet Michael on an airplane, and it is a story that was written by Kathy and Michael, and it was written to show people how the Great Discovery can affect their lives. The characters are Stephanie and Richard, and Sonia's in there too. There's a couple other ones that they get involved, minor characters. But it's about how they meet Michael on an airplane and how they get involved in conversation with him and how they actually start walking. He walks them through the Great Discovery and they start to understand how they can apply it to their lives. And Stephanie's in a job that she's been in and she's happy, she makes good money, but she's always had this dream, but she's never been able to figure out how to make her dream come through. So how many of you out there have a dream, a big life dream? We all do, don't we? We all do. We have those dreams, and we don't share them with people because we think they're unattainable, and we don't want to sound stupid because we have this big dream, but we're never going to achieve it. And we just tell ourselves we're not, or people around us tell us that you're never going to achieve that. It's just too much big of a dream. But what if you had a way? What if you had a process that would allow you to achieve that dream? And not just a process that was pulled out of thin air by someone, a proven process, a process that corporations have used for over 40 years and have saved corporations for billions and billions of dollars, to take that cognitive roadmap that made that success around the world globally and be able to apply it to your dream. That is what the Great Discovery course is. And the novel is a way to help you understand how you can apply it to your life through Richard and through Stephanie. So, a couple ways you could use this novel. One, use it for yourself. Go out and read this novel. Even if you've gone through the Great Discovery, I'm going to encourage you to read the novel or listen to the audio. The audio tracks are there. It's all translatable. I'm going to open it up and show you guys in a minute. Read it, share it with people. Okay, it's free. Instead of sending them the PDF version, which is what we've had before, and some people just want a PDF to be able to read, but now you can get them, share the free course, they can sign up for the free course, and guess what? They're coded to you for life. And then as they go through the novel, they might go, wow, this is something I want to really get involved in. So read it for yourself, but share it for others, guys, as a way to get them onto the platform so they understand what the Great Discovery is, and then they can come and see that we have a huge global marketplace where they might be able to fit in and become a creator. They may have content. They may be able to become an affiliate if they need to make money, or they might want to just come in and learn, or they might want to come in and achieve their life dream through using the Great Discovery. Once they go through the novel and they say, wow, I could really apply that to my life, then you could get them into the Great Discovery International course and they can actually achieve that dream. How powerful would that be? We here all, I know everyone here, and I know you all love to help people. This could be one of the biggest ways that you could help someone that's never been able to achieve their dream or dreams. And this is a way that you could do it. It would be absolutely amazing. So I want to go through just a little bit of back history. And I know a lot of you have heard some of the history, but I want to go into that just a little bit for new people and even a refresher for people. So Six Sigma was huge, like Tim said, back in the 80s. Came out of Motorola. Dr. Michael Harry, my late husband, was the co-creator. A fellow named Bill Smith and came up with the idea. Michael put all the math and statistics to it, and bam, they created this massive business improvement system that changed the way that business was done. So it was great. It went through businesses. It went through a Gen 1 in Motorola about defects, reducing defects. It went to Gen 2 at General Electric, and that's where they really focused their attention on cost reduction. And then in Gen 3 at DuPont, they really focused it on shareholder value, not just for the customer, but for the provider also. That exchange of value between the customer and the provider. So increasing shareholder value overall. And when Michael was done with all of that and he was retiring, he had a couple events where people asked him and said to him, you can't retire. You have so much more to do. The way of thinking, what about your way of thinking? And you've heard me tell the story of Jack Nasser and Jack Welch that challenged Michael to dig down and think about what was the underlying cognitive roadmap that made Six Sigma so successful. And that's what the Great Discovery is. It is that cognitive roadmap. As Tim said, I'm one of 26 executive master black belts, and we use math and statistics and analysis and all kinds of stuff. It's very, very rigorous. But now we can take it down to you through the Great Discovery International course. And it's extremely powerful. So think about having the power of all of that behind helping you achieve your dreams. It's a proven process. It has over 40 years of success behind it. It's not something that somebody just came up with yesterday or last year and said, hey, this is great, let's do it. And there's a lot of stuff out there. I'm not knocking any of the programs out there. but I've not known one that has over 40 years of proven success, actually proven success. So I kind of wanted to just take a little minute to take a step back. So what happened was, if Michael was developing the Great Discovery, I met him while he was developing it. And he taught it to me on the backs of napkins as we were traveling or in restaurants having dinner or here or there. And I fell in love with the Great Discovery. I was like, I was a former CFO. Actually, I was CFO of a very large corporation. I was a consultant implementing huge ERP systems, SAPs, Oracles, all this stuff. And I loved my work and I really thought I was happy. But like you're going to find the storyline with Stephanie in the novel, I really wasn't happy. I thought I was happy, but I dreaded Mondays and I couldn't wait for Friday. And when I didn't love getting up to go to work anymore. And what does that tell you? If you don't love when you get up in the morning and you can't wait to get to work, there's something wrong. In the Great Discovery, we talk about those core values. The Great Discovery can enable you to live out your core values on a daily basis. So what Michael showed me through the Great Discovery opened my eyes, and I realized that I had a lot of dreams. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to be able to work for anywhere in the world I wanted to, anytime I wanted to, and nobody telling me what I was going to have to do or not do. And I realized that that dream was something that I just thought was in the back of my head that was never achievable. The Great Discovery gave me that dream. And I live out my core values every day of my life now. And it is amazing. In fact, sitting here telling you guys this, I'm sitting at a rehab hospital in Sunnyside, Washington, where my mom is. And because I'm an entrepreneur and I achieved that dream, I can sit here and do this. And it's okay. And it's absolutely wonderful. I have the freedom of choice to live out my core values every day. And I'm living example of it sitting right here where I'm at tonight, talking to you guys about the Great Discovery. My passion in life is the Great Discovery. So I started to work with Michael on it, and we ended up getting married, and that was just the gravy. That was the icing on the cake, right? It was wonderful. And so I said to myself at that moment, this is all I want to do. This is all I want to do. Now, we had the Six Sigma Management Institute, and we were still, running that. And unfortunately, Michael got kind of ill. And so I stepped up and I ran the Institute. And I also kept driving on the Great Discovery because I knew Michael's dream of taking the Great Discovery to the world. I wanted to help him achieve that. And he would say to me, he'd say, baby, you know what? If we could get the Great Discovery to everyone out there, everyone, and he was just thinking at the time, every adult. We hadn't even gone into the children's program or the teens program or anything yet, right? This was just adults. He said, what if we could make a half a sigma bump in society, positive bump in society? Because people, when they get up in the morning, they want to go to work. They don't dread going to work. I truly believe at my core that the reason we have a lot of illness and mental illness in the world is because people are not living their core values out on a daily basis. They don't even know what they are. They get up, they don't like what they're doing, they're in a relationship that's not working, and they're unhappy. And the Great Discovery can change all of that. So I set out at that time to help Michael drive this thing forward. And then I was introduced to Kathy Lawson, Dr. Kathy Lawson, and her and I became best friends at the first meeting. It was like we'd known each other forever, and she loved the Great Discovery also. She fell in love with it, and her and I said to each other, this is what we're going to do. We're going to help Michael launch this thing to the world, and that's what we've done. So one of the first things that Michael and Kathy decided to do was to write this novel, to share with people the story of what the Great Discovery can do for you, give you some examples, okay? And Kathy and I are also working on another novel. And Ed, I just was thinking today, we have a draft of our novel, and I would love to put it in the author, the book creator, and see what it comes up with. So I'm probably going to be pinging you about that. But anyway, so we created the novel, we started to share it with people, and then we continued to work on the program. So that is the story of how the novel came about and why we created it. And it was created quite some years ago. It was one of the very first things that we did. The Great Discovery program wasn't even really done at at that point, but we took the concepts from it and we went ahead and expanded it out and wrote the storyline so that people could start to understand the power of the great discovery. And the novel actually walks you through that: do the dreaming, dream the doing, plan the doing, and do the plan, and then the 8 steps behind that. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and I am going to, so these are right on, if you go to the main page on the website, when you log into the website, you come and you scroll down to courses. This is the TGD International course. It's always been there front and center. And then the novel is right next to it and it's free. So like I said, guys, go out and share this thing. Share it with everyone. We have it all set up. You've got the share bar. You can grab the URL. And anytime someone signs up for that thing, they're coded to you. Okay, so start that going. It's a fantastic way to start to build a team and get people involved in the great discovery. No matter what their intent is, it's a great way to get them involved. Okay, so let's go over here. So I am logged into my account. And I'm sorry if the bars are there, guys. I'm on one screen tonight. I don't have my multiple screens, so it's a little limited. I'm going to go to my learning and I'm going to go to my courses because I have put this course, this novel in my courses, and it's right here. I don't know if you guys realize, but whenever you put a new course into your My Learning courses, the latest ones come up first, so you're not going all the way to the end. So I want to open this up, okay? And this is a course, and what this is it's a course, but it is an audio book with the text, okay? So one thing I would like to do really quick, and I'm not sure I can get, oh, sorry guys, I think I just did the wrong thing. Hold on. I have to stop share for a second, reshare. I hit the wrong button, I think. I'm not used to being on one screen. Sorry about that. And I need to share my sound anyway. So let's share my sound. Okay, so there is a great trailer on this. And I want to play this trailer for you. How are we doing on time? We're doing good on time. Now, also, this is all translatable, okay? So it's on demand, just like everything else. But let's go ahead and let's play this video.
Welcome to the Great Discovery. Many of the world's great discoveries and breakthroughs were made possible using the incredible power of science.
Can you share your sound?
Now, utilizing that same power.
It didn't share? You can't hear it?
I hear it.
Okay, all right. I did share it. It should be there.
Yeah,
Maybe turn it up, Dr. Harris.
Your own speaker.
Yeah.
You too can realize a personal breakthrough to a higher quality of life in everything you do. The Great Discovery is the newest program from renowned author and architect of Six Sigma, Dr. Michael Harry. It's an exciting new way of thinking using the power of Six
Can't
Sigma.
hear it.
Discover a proven path to realizing the life you've
You
always
hear it,
dreamed
it's just
about.
low.
By using the Six Sigma way of thinking, you will see a positive personal growth.
I turned my sound way up.
You will see extraordinary improvement in your home and work life by creating rewarding family.
Sorry, guys. Now I just messed it up. I was trying to turn it up. Hold on. We'll go back here. Okay, we're here.
Dr. Michael Harry. It's an exciting new way of thinking using the power of Six Sigma, where you'll discover a proven path to realizing the life you've always dreamed about. By using the Six Sigma way of thinking, you will see a positive personal growth and heightened self-esteem. You will see extraordinary improvement in your home and work life by creating rewarding family and business environments as you pursue your dreams. You will discover how to focus your spirit and better envision the journey of your dream. You will learn how to think about your dream, plan out how to realize that dream, and do the actions necessary to bring it into reality. You will use the Great Discovery to conquer obstacles and stay on track using this simple strategy. This is the Six Sigma way of thinking. Please join us on this great discovery to live not only an ordinary life, but an extraordinary life.
So that's the trailer is a great way to introduce people to the Great Discovery. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys that. It's a powerful little video. It can be translated, all kinds of good stuff. So the book, and Ed just did a training on how to load a book onto the platform, right? Well, this one is loaded. So this is chapter 1. If I scroll down, the audio files are here, and this is fully translatable. That's on demand, just like we've been showing you guys. You can select the languages. Then you can also change your language here to a different language, and it will translate the text. So this is fully translatable text and audio. And so one thing I am going to request that they do, I think that would be better, and I'd like feedback from you guys. I think we should put the audio file at the top. That's one of the things I think I would like to do after working with this book, and I think it would make it more easier to work with. But I wanted to show that to you guys. So go out, share that with people. It's a free course. It's a great way to get people on the platform and introduce them to not only the platform, but to the power of the Great Discovery itself. So with that, Tim, I'm going to hand it back over to you. Open it up for questions. Are you there, Tim? I can't hear you.
Thank you, Sandra. Great. Can you hear me now? I think so.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
That's a freebie course, yeah?
Yeah, that's a free course. That's why I'm saying very powerful. Go out and share it everywhere. Everyone who signs up for that free course is coded to you for anything else that they purchase or do on the Great Discovery. It's a great way to get people involved. Like I said, not only to get them to understand what the Great Discovery can do for them in their lives, but to get them introduced to the platform also. So it's a twofold way to get people involved.
I agree. That's very good. Does anybody have any questions for Sandra before we wrap up this evening? And again, if you have a new course spotlight that you want to get up, you'll be able to get this in an edited reel that comes back out, as well as being broadcast out on YouTube Live and just about everywhere else to get this out there. It's a good way to get your course out and known by folks.
And also, guys, sorry with the sound. I'm not sure why it wasn't coming through that great. It was, I turned it way up. It was like blasting my ears. But just go out. You can watch that trailer. It's right on the site. So go rewatch it. But it's a powerful way to get people just the basic what the Great Discovery is. So.
Okay, everybody. Well, I thank you all. Remember, we got 24 hours roughly left on to be able to get the Creator and Marketer Suite at $150 off. There is nothing like it in value anywhere in the world. There's no one that has anything close to what the Great Discovery says. We're not only first to market, but best to market in the category that we created. So there you have it. And I see Dr. Janet Moss. How are you, Dr. Janet?
I'm good. I'm just curious, where did Tim come in to the whole picture?
Okay. Well, do you guys want to hear a little?
It wasn't an airplane ride, was it?
No, it wasn't an airplane ride. So, well, what happened is after Michael passed, he passed on April 25th of 2017. Michael wanted to launch the Great Discovery through Tupperware parties. A bunch of us here are old enough to know what Tupperware is, right? And how did they distribute Tupperware? Network marketing. Home parties, you went to the party, you bought your Tupperware, the host got free Tupperware and she got stuff, and it was affiliate marketing, network marketing, and that's what he meant. He wanted to get the Great Discovery out because he knew the power of sharing. He knew that. He'd never been involved in network marketing. He'd always been corporate, but he realized early on that the way to get the Great Discovery out was through network marketing, affiliate marketing. I came out of corporate America. I knew nothing about network marketing other than I'd bought Tupperware and other products, And so what did I do? Being the Sandra Harry that I am, what did I do? I set out on a mission to learn network marketing and to learn about it and to study it and to see how I could use it to get the Great Discovery to the world. Well, I had some business partners at the beginning, and the first time I tried to launch it, things didn't go so well, and I pretty much fell flat on my face, needless to say, and dropped to my knees and asked God for help and to just, guide me. And I stopped trying to make everything happen, and I let him guide me. Well, one of my business partners introduced me to several people in the network marketing industry, top people known around the world, and Tim Taylor was one of them. So we met on a Zoom, and I was very much business, business, business. After Michael passed, I was not interested in a relationship. I didn't want to be in a relationship ever again. I was going to be single the rest of my life, and I was going to devote my life to getting the great discovery to the world and helping the world, giving that world the half sigma bump that Michael wanted to try to get it, right? That was my dream at the time. So he walked in, and started to work with him. He invited me to a conference in Las Vegas in October of that year. And his company, that's what they do. They go in and they help new network marketing companies. They help them get them going, and then they go away. So he invited me to go to this conference in Las Vegas, and I graciously said, absolutely, I will be there, because I wanted to learn. So exactly, Renee, what happens in Vegas is in Vegas on TGD.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah, so I go to,
In
but
Florida.
he told me though, he told me up front, he said, please go, it will be great for you. He said, but I will not be there. And I said, okay, that's fine with me. I wasn't even worried about that. Well, I showed up in Las Vegas, and lo and behold, Tim Taylor showed up. And he was very, very gracious, and he was great. And he introduced me to a lot of people, and I learned a lot. And I wanted to show him the great discovery there, but I was kind of being a little pushy, so I kind of backed off a little. He said, you know what? And there wasn't time. He said, you know what? I'll be back in Scottsdale. That's where their headquarters was. And I was living in Chandler, just south of there, with my sister after Michael passed. And he said, I'll be back, and we could meet, and you can show me the great discovery, this thing that you have, right? And I said, okay, great, right? So I waited for the call, waited for the call, waited for the call, waited for the call. Finally, he was coming. We met on November 20th of that year. And it was like, it was a God thing. We met, and we have been together ever since that day. That's how Tim came into the picture. It was absolutely a God thing. I mean, I was so scared, and I just remember walking away going, this did not just happen. What just happened? And this can't be happening. And I told my sister, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to wait like so long. And she said, go Google. I want you to Google, how long as a widow do you have to wait before you can be in another relationship? And I did, and I didn't get very good results. There was really, so I finally realized that it didn't matter, that it was God that put him in my life, and he put him in my life for a reason. So at that point, Tim actually took another assignment with a new company that he was promoting for about 5 years. And so I waited. Kathy and I continued to work on the great discovery, and I knew I wanted Tim to be the person to help me with this. And so I waited, and I asked God for patience, and he gave it to me. Continued to work on the platform. Kathy and I, we built the platform. We got the great discovery course ready to go and market. And we just needed somebody to help us market it and help me run the company. And I'm good on the operations, finance and stuff, but I am not sales, marketing, none of that stuff. And that's just not my forte. So Tim finally got that other company up and going, was ready to move on. And he came to me and said, still want me to work with you? And I said, sure, I would love that. And it has been on ever since. So.
Wow. That's so much
There
fun.
you have it. It's the story. You can hear it. So there's the girl side. The man side is a little bit different. Crashed, she prayed. Tim came, lived happily ever after.
Oh gosh. Oh,
all right, I have to jump off to another session, but thank you guys. I hope you all enjoy the Great Discovery course. Check it out. Make sure that you take advantage of getting anyone that you know that's a creator can take advantage of that. It is gone tomorrow night at midnight. And see you at the speaker training summit on Friday. It's going to be epic.
Yes.
See you guys all there. Everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks.
Bye. Have a great night. Thanks for coming.
Much. This was great. Thank you.
Really sweet.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.